Vovchans'k is in chaos, as Russia is dropping around 7 FABs every 3 minutes. It's day 812 of Russia's operation in Ukraine. Let's dive deeper. Starting from the Kharkiv front. Russian forces continue to capture new villages on a daily basis. Let's start from west of the Vovchans'k axis. In yesterday's report, we saw how Russian forces captured Boya. This was confirmed by visual proof of Russian infantry present in the village. Recently, many more similar videos were shared by Ukrainian units, which cleared all the doubts about its control. In addition, I said, because of the fall of Boya, Ukraine's situation in Starytsya has become very serious, as their eastern flank has fallen. So I suggested that they might have to withdraw in the coming days. However, this happened in just a few hours. Latest report says a Russian attack from 2 directions pushed Ukrainians from the village and managed to expand their zone of control. Now, after the capture of these 2 villages, we could possibly see Russian forces crossing the river to put pressure on Ukrainian forces in the city. Crossing could be done in any of the locations on this sector. Before performing the crossing, Russian artillery will conduct intense bombardment of all the Ukrainian positions in the forest. However, urgency of the crossing will depend upon the Ukrainian resistance in the city. Furthermore, they will also start attacking Izbitsk, if they haven't already. Recently, Russian sources were claiming they have combined these 2 axes into one by capturing Ternova. However, this has not been the case, as no trusted sources have confirmed this. Now at the Vovchans'k city, Russian forces continue to advance further within the city. In a previous report, we saw how they breached the first line of defense in the city and captured the northern part. Now, since yesterday, they were able to expand their control up to Kolokoltsova Street. In addition, they launched an attack from Tiki towards the city and took this area under their control. In a recent interview, Ukrainian commander of one of the brigades said Russians are still not using their main forces, and suggested they might do that after they advance further in the city, and also shared drone footage from which we can see the aftermath of constant shelling. One Ukrainian commander recently said Russian aviation is dropping 5 to 7 FAB bombs every 3 minutes on their positions. You can imagine the chaos and the pressure that is on Ukrainian units present in the city. So recently, Ukrainian President Zelensky said, from the west they need 2 Patriot air defense systems just to protect Kharkiv. Furthermore, additional footages of Russian infantry present in the northern part of the city were shared. In addition, one of the Ukrainian units of the paratroopers said their command is sending at least 3 brigades of airborne forces from the eastern front to Kharkiv, and also added this will weaken their position on the eastern front. Now moving to the Lipsy axis. If you liked my today's report, quickly like and subscribe to help our channel. After yesterday's report, we did not see any major frontline change. Only open fields around these 2 villages were taken under Russian control, as they continued to move towards Lipsy. Now, as you know about the recent event, in which Ukrainian defensive lines that were supposed to be built were not built, and money went into someone else's pocket. Since then, many Ukrainian sources tried to downplay or outright bust the situation by pointing out the few trenches around the villages. However, people are not talking about the few trenches, but the concrete bunkers, layers of minefields, dragon teeth, and anti-tank ditches that were supposed to extend along the entire northern front. Recently, photos of dragon teeths were shared near the Lipsy. All these dragon teeths were supposed to form the defensive line north of the village. But right now they are just sitting at the side of the road. Currently, fights are reported around the northern dachas of Lipsy. Recently, the head of Ukrainian military intelligence said Russians might open a new front near Sumy. In fact, since yesterday, Russian artillery are constantly shelling Ukrainian positions around the area. However, no trusted sources have reported any attacks. Subscribe for more frontline updates. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.